Well, hello everyone and happy Monday. Welcome to Lisa Horton Crafts. I'm Sheryl and I'm delighted to be here sharing a card with you today. Thank you everyone for coming by to craft with me. Hi, Katie. I see you're here for the first time. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Beverly. Good to see you. Who else is there? Katie. Okay, Katie. I will be using some shimmer spray, but this is not Lisa's shimmer spray. I do want to point that out. Mine is actually on its way to me. I ordered some a couple of weeks ago, and it's en route to me. So I'll have the next time I use shimmer spray, it will definitely be Lisa's, but you will get a sense at least of how they work. Hi, that crafty girl from Tucson. How are you? Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Kristen. Or Kirsten, I guess it is, from Denmark. Oh, welcome, welcome. Hi, Valerie. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Again, thank you everyone for joining. The products that I'm using today are these. I've got for my sentiment, the Mini Sentiments U craft stamp. I'm going to be using the U and Love because we're going to make a Valentine. And then from this little stamp set, I pulled out these teeny little heart stamps because I wanted some hearts. So we'll be using that. And then the star of the show, of course, is this large rose bloom. And you'll see how we use that. And for these oval ornamental dies, I use this little heart die. And then the ornamental lace dies. We're going to use the, I'll go ahead and pull them out now so you can see them. I'm going to use the biggest two dies I've used to cut the outside frame, and then this middle die I used, or I guess it's kind of in the middle, to cut a piece for our flower. So those are these dies. And then we're going to be using the spring white core cardstock. And today I'm using this purple color. So those are the primary Lisa Horton products that I'm going to be using. I'm also got a piece of her ish card that I'm using as well. So let me show you the Valentine. This is the Valentine. And if I can get the light to cooperate, it's getting some funny glare because of where I had to put my light. But there's shimmer on there. You can see it a little bit. Turn it that way. You can't see the real color of the card, but there is shimmer on there. And this is a Valentine. And I made this as an easel so it'll stand up this way when the recipient gets it. And then that way I could just have all that beautiful ornamental lace showing. So that is the Valentine for today. And we'll go ahead and get started making it. I did do a little bit of homework up front. I went ahead and stamped and die cut my U. And then this is a piece of ish card. I cut it down 3.5 to 4 3/4. And we're going to use this. I'll actually show you two cards. So part of this we'll use for the second card. And then I took my white or the white core cardstock, this purple, and that die that I showed you, I die cut this to get the stitched rectangles on it. And then I did go ahead and prepare my easel. This is a piece of white cardstock that is 4 inches by 11 inches, and then I scored it at about 6 1/4. You can kind of eyeball it and see what's going to work. And then I use those two big dies to create this beautiful panel for my Valentine. So that's the pre-work that I did, and we'll go ahead and get started. The first thing we'll do is emboss our panel here with the large bloom. And I usually have these taken out of the packaging. Sorry for all of the package noise you're going to hear. So we'll take that out and we'll go ahead and put this in the folder. get it in there the right way. Okay. And then we're just going to stick that in there. And I just want to put it so that I get the majority of the rows onto, as much of the rows onto the die cut piece as I can possibly get. So I want to make sure it's even all around as I can get it. And then I'll just put that together and put this into my embossing machine here. I need to change my plates around. I've got it set up for die cutting. And we're going to emboss first. So let me pull out my embossing plate and run this through. Hope you guys are having a good start to your week. It's getting better today. Last week it was brutally cold. So, well, not brutal, but it was very cold. So, okay. So now we have our embossed panel there. And then I'll just take, this is the white core. So I'm going to go ahead and take a sanding block. As soon as I find where I put it, here we go. And we'll just, and my sanding blocks from Lisa Horton are coming too, so I'm really excited. But this is just one I got from Craft Store. And we'll just run that around that rose, all around. If you don't like the sound of that scratching, you might want to mute your mic for a minute. As I do this, you can still see what I'm doing. If you have to mute your mic, I understand. But I just want to get all of the details of those petals, get those showing so you can really see that rose is such a pretty folder. And just keep going, I want that center to really pop out. So I'm going around it. And we'll just keep going till we get all the way around that rose. And as you do, you can see more and more of that image popping out there. Beautiful, beautiful background. And I thought it's perfect for a Valentine. We've got Valentine's Day coming up. And I only have to make a few Valentines, but I do like to give Valentine's cards. And this one is nice. You can, there we go. So there we have that. And then the next thing we'll do, we'll go ahead and put that aside. Then we'll go ahead and prepare our next piece. Now this piece we're going to use, this is a piece of card that's cut 3.5 to 4 3/4, 3.5 and 4 3/4, and I'm going to use the die from that oval ornamental. This one, this is that little heart that's in there. So we're going to put this up in this corner, and I'm putting it here specifically because we're going to do a second card, and that'll be part of the design of that second card. So I'll put that there. Let me get my plates together so I can do some die cutting, and I'll just put this on my die cut machine and go ahead and die cut that. I'll be right back. Let's see. And this is a nice, easy design. You know, even if you only make one card, it's a quick, easy card to make. So what we want, we die cut that out, and then we want the heart for this card. And then we'll put this there so I don't lose it. And then this piece we're going to save for our second card. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and stamp our sentiment onto this little heart. And I've just got the love stamp already on this little block. Let me pull that up. Whenever I'm stamping with acrylic, not acrylic, but a photopolymer stamp. You want to have something that has a little cushion when you're stamping. So let me get some ink here. Let's see. And I just picked the purple ink that I had in my stash that coordinated. I've got to get more of Lisa's pigment inks for stamping. And we'll just go ahead and stamp love right there in the center of the heart. There we go. And then I've already stamped and die cut the little hearts that I showed you from the best fishes. So I've got two of the one of those already cut, die cut, stamped and die cut. So that's that little trio of hearts. And that's all of the prep work that we need. So now we can go ahead and start assembling. And we'll begin with, we'll bring in the base that we created with the ornamental lattice, and we'll adhere our floral piece, this beautiful rose background, to the center. And this is an easy, elegant Valentine design. You can use it with anything you like. And we'll just put that down. And then we'll glue down our U onto the corner. Well, before I do that, let's go ahead and put the I'm going to put the easel on. And all I did for the easel, I just wanted to make sure that it lined up, the back lined up with the bottom of the card. So I just kind of eyeballed it to see where it goes. And then I just glued this part of this piece of cardstock that I used to create the easel. And then you just want to put this on so that it's as even as you can get it down there. You want it down there close to the edge of your frame. And put that down. And you can, I didn't do it for my card, but you've got plenty of space that you could decorate the easel even if you wanted to. And then you've got room inside to write a nice little sentiment for your Valentine recipient. And then I'm going to smooth out this little U that I cut. Get those edges a little smoother. And then just take some glue and glue that down. Really pretty simple. Easy and elegant. So easy to do with Lisa's products. Okay, I think I've got that straight. I checked it. So for this, I want a little bit of dimension to put that heart over the U. So I'm going to use some foam squares on the back of that and just pop those on. Oops, it wanted to be on my nail. Okay, I'm going to use, I use a lot of foam squares. I could have used the bigger ones probably, but these are laying out, so I'll just use these. And then take these off. Let's see. Sometimes it's hard for me to see if they're on or off. I have to look and see the shiny part and then I can get it off. These things, I find them everywhere. I don't know about you. Sometimes my craft room is upstairs. Sometimes I'll have some down there on the kitchen floor where they managed to get on the bottom of my shoe. So I'll put so then we'll put this, just want it just to overlap just a teeny bit with the U, and put that on there straight. And then we'll just stick add some glue to this little trio of hearts. They're so cute. I'm happy that I saw them. But any heart that you have will do if you happen not to have that stamp set. But we'll just stick those on there. Move them over to the edge just a bit. There we go. And then the last thing we'll do is add a few little pearls on there. I need to have a little bling somewhere. Oh, you know what? I cannot believe I did this. I forgot the most important part. The shimmer. How did I do that? Okay, well, I'm not going to shimmer this card because I totally forgot. But what I will do is cut another piece of shimmer and show you, because someone in the comments really wanted to see how shimmer spray works. So I'm going to take just a scrap piece of that same color cardstock that I have here, and then I will, this is just a little box that I use when I'm doing my shimmer spray. I hope you can see that, but there's the card. I'm just going to drop it down in there. And then just do, you don't really need a whole lot, which is the great thing about shimmer sprays. Just a couple of spritzes. I put, and it dries quickly. And I put mine in a box just because I don't want to spray shimmer everywhere. It's this color. I probably should have thought about that. But there you can see the shimmer on that paper. It's really, really pretty. I wish I had better. My light was a little different, but my light is changing the color, but you can see the shimmer there. So that's what I should have done to my rose before I put the other, before I attached it, and totally forgot about it. But as you can see, it looks nice either way. I don't know what is causing that color. Let me see if I can adjust my light a little bit, if that'll help. Not, nope, it's doing it either way. I think it's just the color, the way my light is, but you can see that there's shimmer on that one and there isn't shimmer on this one, and it's really really pretty. So that is the first card. So we're going to take then the piece that we cut out, this white piece that we cut the heart out of, and we're going to make a second really easy card because we have this beautiful scrap, so we don't want that going to waste. And we'll make a simple card with that one using the same colors. We'll just put a little piece of cardstock behind this. I did the whole panel. You could even do another layer, a full layer, and have 3 layers of, you could add that purple and then the silver and then the white. But that is the second little Valentine, and this one is super easy as well. We are going to do some heat embossing. Let me show you. The love is heat embossed, and then these 2 images are just stamped. So I started with this one by doing my heat embossing first. So let me get my stuff out of the way, and I'll bring in my stamp pad and my Versamark, and I've got a little embossing powder pouch just to keep the embossing powder from going where you don't want it. And then I'll take my love stamp again. Let me wipe that to make sure that it's all that purple ink is off of it. And Yes, Katie, you will want to get those shimmers. I'm excited. I ordered the whole set of shimmer sprays, of the new shimmer sprays, and they are headed my way. I'm excited to get them. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and stamp love here in that Versamark. And we'll do some silver embossing powder over this. And you could stamp everything, but why not add a little extra shimmer? So let me get this powder back into the jar before I have a mess. Okay, and then I'll just emboss this. Let me bring my heat tool over here. This is going to be loud for just a few seconds. Won't take long for me to emboss this. Well, I need a longer cord. Let's see. Get this a little closer to my craft table. There we go, it's turning. So we have our love embossed there. Let me heat up that back a little bit. Okay. And there we go with that. We'll put this Versamark away and we'll ink up. Where's my little stamping pad? I'll bring that back in. And then we'll stamp the U and the little hearts. So I have the hearts, both of them mounted, and as soon as I find my ink, here we go. And then we'll stamp up these little trio of hearts. How cute. And then we'll stamp the U. Same way, just ink up my stamp. And I love acrylic blocks because you can actually see where you're stamping. And put that down, add a little pressure just to make sure I got a nice even impression. There we go. And we are ready to start putting things together. So, move some of this out of the way. We're going to I'm taking a whole piece of the white core cardstock, but you really actually, you only need a strip. You could probably just put that strip there, but I just put the whole piece behind it. It's just a little bit smaller than the piece that's down there. So the piece that's down there is, like I said, it's 3.5 by 4 3/4. So this is just shy of that. I didn't really measure it. I just made it a teeny bit smaller. And I'll just put this on the back so it shows through my little peekaboo. You got to do it the right way. You know what? I can't believe I just did that. I wanted to put my glue on here, and instead, so let me grab another piece. I don't have to cut that again. Lisa's got a new trimmer coming, and I can't wait to get it because I have a bigger trimmer, but I don't have a guillotine trimmer. So we're going to cut this just to 3.5, a little under 3.5, and 4 3/4, a little under that. And then now we'll put our tape the way where it's supposed to go, not on the back side, because it'll show through. The reason I changed that, in case you didn't catch it, this tape runner will show through that hole, and I didn't want that. So that's why I changed it. So you want to put your tape onto this, and then it'll show through. And like I said, you only really need just a small piece, but I just went ahead and used a larger piece. And then I'll adhere this piece to my piece of silver foil that I have cut here. And this is a 1/2 inch wider all the way around, so that makes this 3 3/4 by oh no, 3 1/2 by, yeah, I was right, 3 3/4 by 5 is what I did there. So I wanted a little something on this heart, so I decided to use some diamond stickles. These are actually, they're not diamond, these are silver stickles. But we want to go ahead and put this onto our card base first so that that can dry without being bothered. So we'll take our tape again, or glue, whatever you work with. And put that onto card base, checking to make sure it's opening properly. That looks about right. Put that down. And then the last thing are the stickles. And I want to, let me find got a piece of scrap here. I want to watch how these come out because I don't want that big glob that I got. I just want a small amount. Okay, so, and then we'll just go around the heart with the stickles. And I'll probably be a little more quiet so that I can make sure that I'm not getting it onto the purple. I just really only want it on that heart. So we'll have a shimmery, glimmery heart in our simple little Valentine. Turn that around and do the other part of the heart. And for me, it helps if I move my little tube as I'm going around. And one last little connection there. And let's see, I think I need a little bit more right here. It's not looking quite as shimmery. And I think we have it pretty much covered. Here. So there you have that second little Valentine that's super easy to do and uses all your little scraps so you don't have any wasted product. So those are our cards today. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you'll make your Valentines and share them on Lisa Horton Crafts. Be sure to check out Claire tomorrow morning. She'll be live. And look in, stickles, Katie. I got these from the craft store, but they come in a bottle like this. And they're just uh, spreadable glitter, for lack of a better word. They have different colors, but that's what that is. Let's see, any other questions that I missed? I think that's it. Um, but thank you all for watching. Like I said, be sure to check out Lisa Horton Crafts for the calendar for this week. Lots of good things coming our way. And thank you again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.